And please give a big old welcome to MattM8trix!
What up? Hey!
Hello!
I feel a little intimidated, all the flashing lights and everything.
How are you? How are you?
I'm not too bad, but I'm tired. But hey, what's new?
So for anyone who doesn't know you, could you please explain to us who you are?
Yeah, so I'm MattM8trix. I have 2,750 subscribers.
Nice.
I think it's hard to keep up these days. Been doing this. I've been doing YouTubing on this account for about just over 3 years. Started 26th of January, I believe it was, of 2021. So been doing this for quite some time, and yeah, for the record, I don't really care about the Matrix movies. I did not name myself after the Matrix movies. It's just the amount of times that people have said, "Do you love the Matrix movie?" I'm like, no.
I know you get that question a lot.
It alliterates. That's why I chose it. But yeah, that's pretty much me.
So I guess we'll just start off just out of nowhere, and I'll ask you this: why did you start YouTube? What got you into YouTube? Was it the fact that you like theme parks? Was it the fact that you just wanted to be a YouTuber? Like, tell me and take me through what made you want to start YouTube?
So, it's quite a funny story, really. I wish I remembered this guy's name, but this probably started around August of 2020, where I just were in public servers. I was just like any other normal theme park tycoon player, and this guy kept on coming over to my park, and I friended him, so he joined my game quite a bit, and he said, "Matt, you should really start doing YouTube videos with these kind of roller coasters." And it's one of those things where I was like, maybe. What I did before I actually started doing it with a face cam, live streams and stuff, what I did was I only uploaded POVs of roller coasters, simply because I didn't really know how to do a whole new park and keep another one, if you know what I mean. So if I finished a park, I deleted it all and started again with the money. So what I did was I did POVs of these roller coasters, so I still could look back on them.
Oh, that's
then for my 17th birthday, I got a new gaming PC, and I was like, you know what, I could probably do some live streams with this. I could do some live streams. So I started a live stream. First live stream that I did got about 3 viewers.
That's actually not too bad for your first live stream.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I thought. That's why I kept on doing it over and over again.
Yeah.
And it started to pick up, and here I am.
Nice. That's actually quite a cool story.
It's very interesting, and it's always something that makes me smile every time I talk about it or think about it.
Yeah. Alright, well, going off of the theme parks, what actually got you into theme parks? Because I know you literally have a tattoo of a roller coaster on your arm?
Yep.
What got you into theme parks that much?
So, trying to think where to start. So, I used to be a Merlin pass holder.
Right.
And
I'm assuming that's a park.
No, it's like Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, Chessington,
okay,
Legoland, all that sort of stuff. Basically, any amusement zone by Merlin Entertainment.
Oh, okay.
This was February 2015. I was 11 years old, and we had a early opening day, you can kind of call it. So Thorpe Park, they let only pass holders in, and Merlin passes weren't really as popular back then, so it was very quiet. The way that I fell in love with roller coasters, well, I liked them because I used to have a massive fear of roller coasters. Believe it or not, I used to have a massive fear of them. I refused to go on anything above 10 meters tall or something. And the way that I actually got on my first big roller coaster was through emotional blackmail. Believe it or not.
What?
So basically, my mom really likes her roller coasters, and my dad and younger sisters don't. So it's one of those things where my mom said to me, because she was about to get into the queue for Stealth at Thorpe Park, and she said to me, "Matt, can you come on this one with me? I don't want to go on by myself." And I was like, no. And she was like,
no,
she did, you know those dramatic walkaways, when you walk away really dramatically, really slow, really emotional and stuff. And that, eventually I gave in and I went on it, and I came off and I loved it. Went on Swarm, I loved it, and I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good. The way that I got obsessed with roller coasters was I went on the Smiler. I
haven't actually been on a Smiler yet, but I've seen it. It's an insane coaster.
Trust me. And the thing is, I remember going up to that day, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go on the Smiler. I love Stealth at Thorpe Park. I love the Swarm and stuff. I can go on the Smiler. We pulled up into the car park, and I started to have second doubts. I was like, okay, maybe I'm not quite ready for it. And then the whole way walked to the Smiler, and Mum was like, no, you've always spoken about it for the last month or something. How you gonna go on it? So you're gonna go on it. I was like, oh. So it was kind of fate, really. The stars aligned that day because we were about to get in the queue. I remember it was an 80-minute queue for the Smiler, and then randomly out of the blue, this guy comes up to me and my mom saying, "I've got 2 fast passes for the Smiler if you want them." And I was like,
What?
Okay. I don't even know why, but apparently they just wouldn't accept them for him. So he said that we could try them out
Oh,
for
whoa.
ourselves.
Did
So
they
we went-
work?
Yeah, they worked. And the thing is, we
Oh
got on
my.
the back row of the Smiler. We got on the back row, and then next thing you know, the people on the front row chickened out.
Oh
so
no!
this guy,
It just fell into place for you.
this guy
That
came
is-
up to the back row and said, "Do you guys want to move to the front?" Because the people chickened out. So everyone on my row was like, "Yes, yes, let's go." And I was the only one screaming, "No, please, no!" And I started crying.
Oh really?
I started crying with fear, and
Oh,
then
no.
I'd probably say after the 4th inversion, that's the moment it clicked. I'm gonna be a roller coaster. That was the moment
Wow.
it clicked, and after that, it was where I am today.
Also,
I
I'm
couldn't
really
escape it.
sorry, but what the freak is this on my screen? There is I'll send you a screenshot. There's like a white box. Just look at this. What is that? I don't know what this is. Someone please explain.
I don't
What is
know.
that? Oh, is it because I pressed the number on the keyboard or something? Is that like that's a glitch. That's like the, what's it called? I guess we'll just go straight on to Theme Park Tycoon 2, the game. What are your thoughts on the actual game as a whole? Because I know I have many of my own thoughts on the game, like the game's updates, the community, and just the entire game as a game overall.
It's weird to think like where it was when I first started playing it compared to how it is now. Because when I first started playing it, there was only 4 roller coasters that are
Wait,
available.
really?
Yeah,
When did you start playing?
Oh, this was about 2015, 2016 I started playing this game.
Same.
The only 4 roller coasters that were available, from my knowledge, was the Junior Coaster, the Wild Mouse Coaster, the Steel Coaster,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
old multi-launch coaster. They were the only 4 that I had when I first started playing it.
I remember, yep. Mhm.
And as times went on, of course, they've got new updates and stuff, and they're slowly but surely, Dennis is like answering all of our prayers, pretty much. Like we make it vocal about what we want and stuff, and eventually it happens. So
After
it's
5 years.
pretty much, yeah. Like the amount of times that I've been begging for like drop tracks or a new hyper coaster, which we've just had, and stuff. I dread to think how long I've actually been waiting for it. I'll be honest though, some of the updates do come at a very unfortunate time for me. So basically, it's happened. There's been 2 main times that I can think of. It's been really unfortunate. So and they're both to do with some recreations that I've done. So one recreation that I did was Galactica at Alton Towers. Yeah. That, of course, wasn't really the best because I only started YouTube. But I remember the only thing that I could build it out of then was the 2-seater flying coaster.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And a couple of months later, they released a 4-seater.
No.
And I was like, okay, brilliant.
Oh, that sucks.
And the second time was I was building Icon from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and the only thing that I could really do was, the overlay that people do where it's a vertical launch with the old multi-launch coaster on.
I think so.
It's basically, the train is the vertical launch roller coaster.
Oh, right, okay.
And then
I
did an overlay where it was the old multi-launch coaster, and bang on 2 weeks after I released a showcase video, they released a new multi-launch coaster, and I was fuming. I think I went onto a Discord call with people just to vent my frustration.
Really?
Because I was genuinely fuming, because of course Icon at the time was like my favourite ride on planet Earth. So I wanted to make it as best as I could, and of course it wasn't the best because of the overlay. The old multi-launch is not really the best. That's when they released the new one with like the perfect trains for Icon. Oh yeah, I was fuming. Absolutely fuming.
That's so funny. So, what do you think of the game as a whole?
As a whole, I think I'm quite content with it at the moment. Only thing that limits me, and I can probably say for other people as well, is ideas. So like we have the tools for ideas or like what to build and stuff, but sometimes it's just really hard to put on this game. It's not the game's fault, but when you have an idea, you're hooked on this game, in my opinion. That's for me. I'm talking for me anyways. When you have an idea, you're hooked.
No, I get that, yeah.
And we have the tools. We have the tools. Like from the top of my head, from what I can think of now, there's not really anything else that I could think of when it comes to roller coasters that I want.
No, because we got copy and paste quite, was it last year?
So I think it was something like that, yeah. So, like, right about
and that was
year.
like a game changer. That could elevate builds to the next level.
Oh yeah. Only thing that I could say is some of the updates that I do want. I've just thought of is the intense rides. Some of the rides on there, they really need update. So like the
Definitely.
What's it called? I've forgotten what it's called. Give me a sec. It is called. Where is it? The top spin. The top spin needs a desperate update, and the frisbee needs an update. Enterprise needs an update. Lots of stuff on there need updates. That's the only thing that I could say that I want on this game at the moment is updated flat rides.
I would actually love a top spin ride, like an updated version. That'd be
100%, 100%. And it would be cool if you could change the scale of them as well. So you know how you can.
That would. Yeah, because I've seen in real life. Like I think Chessington has an absolutely enormous one in the middle or something.
They don't anymore.
Used to. Where did they go?
No! When years ago, mate. It was years ago. So did Alton Towers as Ripsaw. It's going everywhere.
What?
I went. To be fair, I did go on one on my trip to Phantasialand. They have an amazing one there called Tycoon, and it was really, really good. We've got fire effects and stuff and everything. But
I'd love to go on a top spin.
If they update it in this game, I think it would be a game changer. And changing the scale of it as well, because you can change the scale of scenery.
Yeah, if they do that for coasters, like just all, like maybe not coasters, but rides, like flat rides.
Copy and paste coaster layouts.
Oh yeah, that would be good. You know what I want that to be added?
Go on.
Animatronics.
Ooh.
I've been saying that for a while now, and animatronics would be just such like a good thing, especially if you could animate your own animatronics, like rig them up yourself, so you can build like, for example, I built a backrooms entity not too long ago, and I would love for that to move. So if I could have a custom rig, that would be amazing.
I've seen what they can do in Roblox Studio, like how you can move your character and stuff. So why can't they just put that on this game? I know I say that like it's easy, but I know it won't
it's probably really difficult.
Be doable for this game. It would just take a lot of hard work and effort. All I know is that I just scream to Dennis in my videos, asking him to do this and that.
Yeah, pretty much every YouTuber on this game. Yep. So I guess with that said, let's actually hop out of this chair. If I can actually move, why can't I move, bro? My game's frozen. I can't move. Oh, it's because I'm typing on Discord. I'm so silly. Alright, let's move out here and let's hop over here to this new set.
Lovely, lovely.
So you might be wondering what this is. Well, this is going to be a new segment on the Notme Hour Podcast where it's just going to be a little mini game, a theme park tying to themed game I've made up called Treasure or Trash. Now, the idea of this game is going to be a rapid-fire question-based game. I'm going to tell MattM8trix here a series of rides that are in Theme Park Tycoon 2. For example, the teacups, the car ride, the river rapids, that sort of stuff. After I say to MattM8trix, like, the teacups, he'll have to say treasure or trash. Treasure if he does like it, trash if he doesn't, basically.
Bring it on!
Let's just start it in 3, 2, 1. The teacups.
Treasure.
Treasure?
Everyone loves the teacups.
I don't. Car ride.
Trash.
Okay. Dark ride.
Treasure.
Drop tower.
Treasure.
Jumper.
Jumper.
The spinny octopus thing that goes up and down.
Oh, trash.
What? I do not agree. Top spin.
Treasure if it was updated.
Yeah. Agreed. Flying. The flying carpet.
Trash.
Topple tower.
Trash.
You're just wrong. Air race.
Treasure.
Yeah, that's a good one. Transport train.
Trash.
You're just so wrong. The swan ride.
Trash.
Oh my day. The river rapids.
Treasure.
Okay.
If it was updated, that needs an update.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be updated. Junior coaster.
Treasure.
Yeah.
Treasure.
What? Okay. Steeplechase coaster. The horse one.
Trash.
Phase turbine.
Treasure only for the overlay.
Agreed. Single rail coaster.
Treasure.
Mine train.
Treasure.
Extreme launch coaster.
Treasure. 100%.
Multi-launch.
Treasure with all my heart.
Spinning coaster.
Treasure.
Wooden coaster.
Treasure.
Wow. Wing coaster.
Treasure.
Flying coaster.
Treasure / trash in the middle of that one.
4D coaster.
Trash.
Yep, I would agree. I've never used a 4D coaster before.
Never.
And that is basically everything for this little for this little game.
I'm such a negative Nancy with all these rides. I've just came to the realization now.
For the rides that you said trash, I said that they were treasure. Like what the? Oh my! I see Ronaldo with no pants going zoo.
Messi's better. Anyways.
I want to ask you about the Mate Awards. Now, if you don't know what the Mate Awards are, they're basically a award show that that MattM8trix does in his YouTube community space, and I'll actually let you explain it.
Yeah, so the Mate Awards is something I've only been able to do once, but I'm definitely one to try and do every year. But it's basically like the end of year awards. YouTubers and some subscribers get awards pretty much. They're literally just like bragging rights, pretty much.
Can I just say right now, most handsome theme park tycoon 2 YouTuber of 2022 right here in the flesh? Can I just say that?
Anyways.
So...
Yeah, so it's something that I do. So I rank awards when it comes to the game, like the best game. Something of like best recreation that I've done of that year, or original ride that I've done. Most annoying YouTuber, which I think was wrong, should have been you. Best YouTuber, etc. and stuff. I just did it as a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I really find it fun. I really like award shows like the RCX, the MattM8trix Awards, that sort of stuff. So seeing you do that was actually really fun.
Yeah, it's definitely something I want to do a little bit more in the future.
Definitely.
It worked out quite well. Like, plenty of votes came in. That's the main thing I was worried about, of like, oh, what if people don't vote and stuff.
Of course, yeah.
But no, got quite a lot of interaction from that, and everyone seemed to like it, and it's something I'm definitely going to do a lot more of.
And it was not rigged, and it did not go any way poorly.
Whatever.
Really. Alright, moving on from the Mate Awards, I want to ask you about your charity streams. You've done a lot of charity streams. Like, I went to your live streams on your channel page, and I saw that you've done way more than I thought charity streams. Like, and I'm not just talking a couple of hours raising money for charity, I'm talking about full-on days with raising money for charity. It's insane. So I just want to ask you, what is it like just streaming, raising money for charity, and especially for such a extended period of time?
It's one of those things where if I did a 12-hour or 24-hour stream without a charity kind of thing, I would very easily not be able to do it all. But when I do, yeah, because you don't have like that motivation, like helping a charity behind it and stuff. So I do charity periods for an extended period of time for two reasons. So A, to try and give a lot more time for people to join in and say hi, and B, to try and raise as much money as possible for charity, because it's all going to go for a good cause at the end of the day. Every charity stream that I do, there's always some sort of reasoning behind it, usually. So, of course, I did a charity stream beginning of March, and the time before that, it was beginning of March back in 2022. So it had been 2 years since I did a charity stream, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow.
But every charity that I've done, it's always been a reason behind it, really. So I choose the charities and their purpose with care, pretty much. If there's something that has a thing, if there's like, it has a meaning in my heart, then I'm going to do it. So the first charity stream I did was Stand Up to Cancer, and that was because I lost my granddad to cancer. Oh. So wanted to do that in his memory, pretty much.
That's nice.
And then I did one for Ukraine when it all kicked off and stuff. Yeah. I did raise money for that, and then the one that I just did was to raise money for veterans, because I unfortunately lost my uncle from fighting in the army, like 2023 last year. So I wanted to try and raise money so it could help people who are in the same position that he was in.
That's really nice.
Every charity stream that I do has some sort of meaning behind it.
Right.
Like I don't want to do them like spontaneously or something, unless like there's something important to me that I want to try and help with.
That makes sense, yeah.
All the charity streams altogether, I've raised about over
You've raised a lot.
I've raised over $600. Over $600 altogether. That goes to different charities and stuff.
That's insane, man.
It's something that I'm very proud of. So it's one of those things where people ask me...
Definitely.
If like any of my friends ask me like, what's the best thing that you've done on YouTube? I'm like, yeah, I've raised $600 for charity. And
that's insane.
That's what matters to me.
That's so cool. I'd really love to do like a charity stream of my own. I think I might do one this year.
Yeah. They're relatively easy to set up.
Yeah, I just don't have... I have no idea how to set one up, because I don't want to... I don't want the money going through me. I want the money going straight to the charity sort of thing. Yeah,
you use what I use for it is Streamlabs. Streamlabs have like a separate Streamlabs charity, they're called.
Right.
And you basically create a fundraiser on there And what do you use to stream? Do you use Streamlabs or OBS?
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs, perfect. So then you have your alert box on there, and then people donate through the fundraiser that you set up on Streamlabs for charity, and that goes straight to the charity. You don't touch any of the money.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Way easier than I thought. If it's actually that simple to set up, then I definitely might do one.
It's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple, yeah.
Well, I guess moving on from that, let's go back onto Theme Park Tycoon 2 and talk about one of your most popular series you've done, which has gained thousands and thousands of views, where you build real-life rides and recreate it in Theme Park Tycoon 2, your Theme Park Tycoon 2 Recreations series. Can you tell us how you plan a video of one of them and like plan a recreation and how you build it, and just take us through how you make one of those videos, really?
Yeah, sure. So, basically, I don't build a recreation unless I know that it's possible for I know my skill range. I don't underestimate myself, don't overestimate myself. I know what I'm capable of. These days, I only build recreations where if I find something and I know that I'll probably be able to do it. And I've pretty much covered the easy ones, or, well, the ones that I can do in the UK. So if I was to do a recreation today, it would be abroad somewhere, whether it's the US and Europe and stuff. Like, the most recent recreation that I did was Copperhead Strike, which is a roller coaster in
I remember that one.
In North Carolina. So it's one of those things where I select a ride when it comes up, and I usually have that thought. Like, hang on, I could recreate. Then I do loads and loads of research into it before I announce it. Like, I only announce it if I'm 100,000,000% sure that I'm gonna be able to do this and not let people down. Because I have let people down before in recreations.
Really?
Which is something, I'll talk about that in a minute. But when I decide it, I usually do it over a series of mostly live streams and sometimes videos. So there's been one recreation which I've done all over videos, which was when I first built Icon. I only did that in videos. Don't usually work off recreations off camera. I always record it or show it to people. So whether it's a live stream or if it's like a Discord call, I just want people to see what I'm doing. And then I just use loads of Google Maps, Street Views and stuff, just so I can get every bit perfect, really.
Every possible angle and stuff.
Yes, but yeah, as I said though, there was one recreation where I proper let myself and everyone else down. It was horrible. Wow. Absolutely horrible. So this is going back to November/December of 2021.
Right.
Where I decided to build the Swarm from Thorpe Park. And I knew it would be tricky. But I proper underestimated it. It was a lot more tricky than I thought. And I remember the video came out, people weren't happy. Had quite a few messages on my Discord saying, "Oh, Matt, you've really messed this one up. You've rushed it," everything like that. It was expected, to be fair, because when the video was premiering, I was like, "Oh, no, this is not what I can do. I could do a lot better." Of course, the new wing coaster wasn't out at this point, so I was stuck with the old one. Yeah, it was proper bad.
But you learn from this, though, you know?
I planned the worst thing is I had some beef with another YouTuber at that time, so all his streamers and viewers were coming onto my channel and they saw that was the most recent thing that I'd done, so that was very easy for them to laugh at me. But after that, I built arguably one of my best recreations.
Nice.
So I wanted to do something which I knew was just as tricky, but I would not be afraid to ask for help. So I did ask for help. So I built Vampire from Chessington World of Adventures.
Oh, lovely coaster. Lovely coaster.
I asked Willex to help me because he's a Chessington pass holder, so he knew all of his stuff. So it was a very mix. Like, I probably did about 65% of it. He did about 35% of it. So we did very well, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but we have probably built the best vampire recreation on Theme Park Tycoon.
Anybody want to challenge Matt on that?
No, the thing is, I'm one of those people where I'll say that in the hope that people will challenge me, because I love seeing people's recreations.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I love it. I love seeing other people's recreations and seeing what they can do. So I've seen someone build an Icon recreation before.
Yeah.
After I did one, and it's just, I don't have any hate towards people who copy my recreation ideas or any ideas that I have altogether. I love seeing people interpret my ideas into their own minds. I'm one of those people where I love seeing that.
It's amazing.
If anyone copied me, they don't even have to ask. Just go ahead, do it. I want to see what you can do.
I tell you what you should do. I tell you what recreation you should do.
Go on.
Scorpion Express.
Oh, that's
a cool one. That's a good
tricky,
one.
very tricky.
I've tried to do that one before, and Like, I think I've got some screenshots of it that I'll put on screen now, and I'll actually send you it right now. I tried it, and I gave up. And the reason I gave up was because of the fact that the item limit in this game is actual garbage. I hate it.
Yeah.
I can't build anything without the game shouting at me saying, "No, you can't do this."
Ooh.
So that's like, I got up till that point and I gave up. Like, as you can see, I got the entire coaster layout. It's not the best. It was made I think a year ago, maybe, at least. Sucked was because the item limit, I just could not finish it because I put too much detail into the rocks, and I was just like, well, I can't do anything now. How am I supposed to continue it? So I think the only one I've properly seen is the Copperhead Strike, and that's like my favourite one you've done. I haven't seen the others, really. I've seen the Copperhead Strike not only in-game, but actually on the video, I think, as well. And that one just looked insane.
My favourite thing about Copperhead Strike was I woke up one morning and it was pretty much complete, and I felt a little cheeky. Right? And I thought, I'm going to ask Tywin if he could do a trailer for me.
Oh, no way.
And he was probably on about 50,000 subs at this point. So it was one of those things, and we weren't really good friends at that point. Like, we spoke, like, once or twice. Never been on, like, a VC with him or anything at this point.
Oh, really?
And I just randomly just popped up to him and said, "Hey, Simon, I've recently finished one of my recreations. Would you be up for making a trailer video for me? Because I know how good your editing is." He just said, "Sure, send me the link." I was like, okay. So I sent him the link. When I saw the final thing, my jaw dropped. It's probably, I say this, it's my favourite video on my channel, except I didn't do anything in that video. But
that's crazy. Oh my.
And the Mate Awards as well, everyone voted that as their favourite trailer. It's like the one trailer that I didn't do. Everyone voted.
Oh no.
Everyone voted it as their favourite. But no, Copperhead Strike was the trickiest recreation. I'm saying it now, it's the trickiest one I've done, simply because it was the only one out of all my recreations that I actually hadn't seen or been on.
Oh, really?
Because I've never been to North Carolina, never been to Carowinds to ride it. So I basically just built it with loads of videos on YouTube, Google Maps, Street View, everything, images, everything like that. And to be fair, I give credit, I had quite a bit of help on it. So there was like, if there was one element that I was struggling on, I'd ask someone to come in and help me. So the first person to help me, believe it or not, was actually Oni8. He helped me do the roll out of the station, the first inversion. And then Harry Tidswell, the person who built the Smiley recreation, helped do the corkscrew towards the beginning of that ride. Fad Bob helped me do the the inverted horseshoe. A friend of mine, Yorit, did like the ride entrance statue kind of thing, because he's like the best person with primitives I've ever seen in my life. He is honestly something else with primitives.
So it was like a massive community project, really.
Yeah. I had about 5 or 6 people help me. But the thing is, I was worried about, like, I wanted like most of the credit, because of course it was like my idea and stuff. So I asked them to, if I was going to ask for help, it would be for one thing only for that person. And it wasn't really much. It was only like 6 individual things, and everything else I managed to do by myself. Even though it did take me probably about 50 hours altogether, I'd say, for that ride.
Jeez. Oh,
it's the longest I've spent on a ride altogether.
Oh yeah, how long do they actually take? Because I would assume they'd take ages.
Well, what I've noticed is the more recreations that I do, the longer they take. Because of course, like, during recreations I've picked up knowledge and stuff, and it takes a little more time to apply that.
You're trying to one-up yourself.
Pretty much. I want if I'm doing a recreation, I'm aiming for it to be as good as my previous recreation. That's my mindset with any of my roller coasters. I want it to be as good as the last roller coaster I've done, but I want it to also fit the idea. So if, let's say, I'm currently working on an extreme spinning coaster at the moment.
Oh, really?
I'm currently working on that. That's my big project at the moment. But let's say that after that ride, I do like a junior coaster. That course is not gonna be as good as the extreme spinning coaster, but I want it to be the best of my ability. That's the thing. I want it to be like the best junior coaster I've ever done, if that's what I wanted to do.
I would actually really wonder what is the most popular coaster, because I would say multi-launch.
Multi-launch, 100%. Of course, everyone knows on my chat how much I love multi-launch coasters and stuff.
It used to be, isn't it like the Timon signature coaster?
I've never heard anyone say that personally, but
I thought Timon, it was all over Timon. Timon and the multi-launch coaster, basically the same thing.
Now I think about it, I have seen him do quite a lot of multi-launch coasters, and now I think about it, why does everyone bully me for always using multi-launches?
I want to ask you, why did you leave YouTube? What made you decide to leave YouTube and then to return months later?
So, it's a lengthy story, this one, and basically what happened was I left YouTube middle of May of 2023 last year, and since February I was having a lot of personal battles. So, of course, I lost my uncle. I was going through a horrible breakup as well, which everyone on my channel knew her.
Oh, yeah.
And that wasn't helping and stuff. And then I pushed that all to one side because I wanted to focus on YouTubing. But then and then I had a opportunity come up where I got offered an apprenticeship.
Oh, nice.
So it was one of those things where I wanted to do the apprenticeship and stuff.
Of course, yeah.
And I still tried to do YouTube alongside that, but deep in the back of my mind, I knew that my PC was on its way out. Because when I bought it, it had a 2-year warranty, and this PC had been going for about 2 years and 2 months at this point, and it was starting to crash more and more frequently. Subscribers were getting very angry at me because my streams just crashed.
I remember
my whole computer
those,
just crashed. Yeah, so that was of course getting frustrating, and then I did a stream, and next thing you know, my computer crashed for good.
Oh, really? It just died?
It just pretty much gave up on me. I tried to turn it on. It would not turn on and stuff.
It was on its last legs, quite literally.
Pretty much, yeah. And I, of course, recorded a goodbye video on my phone because I didn't want to leave people. But I thought it would be for good. At that point, I thought I would be gone for good. But then, as time went on, things started to improve. I've got like the greatest friends. Like, I'd like to think of myself as a popular person away from YouTube. Like, I've got my social life is quite good. I've currently got a girlfriend as well who I love with all my heart, and during this time I had a few people come up to me and say, oh, are you gonna be YouTubing again, because my kid watches you or something. So
that's cool.
My grandma has a friend, and apparently their grandson likes watching me. Like, he always tuned into my streams. I wish I knew his name, but he always used to watch me and stuff. He always used to watch me and stuff, and he kept on asking if I was going to come back.
That's
and of
nice.
course, that went through my grandma, and it went through to me. And then my mom has a friend, and their son watches me and stuff. And it's one of those things where I've always thought about it. And of course, I saw the new updates slowly coming out on Theme Park Tycoon, and I was like, I've been waiting for a copy and paste tool the entire time I've been playing it.
Oh, yeah, because that dropped, didn't it?
Yes, a lot dropped while I was away.
It was just waiting for you to leave.
So I was just there, like, just imagine me in my bed, arms crossed, watching people doing update videos and stuff. And I'm like, I can't actually, even if I wanted to stream, I couldn't.
Oh, no, of course, because your PC was kind of just not there.
About Christmas time, and I was talking to my parents about it. I said to them, I'm thinking about buying a new PC and trying to get back into YouTubing and stuff. They were like, yeah, sure. Me and my dad had a look for a couple of weeks for like the right PC. I don't want to get a PC because it's cheap or something. I wanted to get a PC which was in my budget and do the stuff that I need it to do. Because of course I'm not going to buy a PC just to, I don't know.
Won't crash every stream.
Exactly. And I want it to try and last me a little longer than 2 years. Got a PC around just over 500 quid. So that was about 200 quid more than I paid for my other one.
Right.
Did my welcome back video, of course, and everything else, streams, charity streams, uploads and stuff. Because one thing that I said to myself though is I want to try and do more video uploads instead of live streams. I want to try and get, because back in the day when I did YouTube before I left, it was always live streams. And it's one of those things where now I want to try and get the balance. So of course, like at the time of this recording, I haven't really been doing much over the last 2 weeks apart from that charity stream that I did. Haven't done a video for about 3 weeks, but that's because it's different since I've came back. I'm not like stressed and worried about trying to get things out on time and stuff. I just want to do it in my own time because it will just be a lot more better for the viewers, for me, everyone wins pretty much. Because if I do a video in a rush, like let's say I try and record a video, edit a video, design a thumbnail and stuff all in one night, the quality's not going to be as good. And I want to try and do it like the best that I can. So what I try and start doing now is record on a Monday night, edit on a Tuesday night, schedule on the Wednesday, comes out on the Thursday.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
Things at my workplace are still very busy, and it's like stuff on my mind, and
Of course,
if
yeah.
I am thinking of that and I just need to like have a chill night on one of those days, then I will.
Just not stress about it, really.
No, not really. And if I don't feel like streaming at the weekends, I won't stream at the weekends, kind of thing.
That's a good way to like think about
Exactly.
YouTube, because many people just like actually stress about the fact they haven't uploaded in like a day.
The problem that I had, which I know that quite a lot of theme park tycoon YouTubers ended up having, was that it turned into a job instead of a hobby.
Right.
And
Yeah.
of course I do get paid for YouTube. I get paid a little bit of money for that. But I still don't want to see it as a job. I want it to be something that I do, and then next thing you know, even if I wasn't getting paid for this, I'd still be doing this the same amount.
That's a really good way to look at it.
Yeah, I don't want it to turn into a job again like it did last time. I want it to turn into a hobby. So most nights now I just go on a call with I've got a couple of good friends who we call ourselves the Woozy Gang, and they're all from the United States, and we're all into wrestling, and we play the wrestling on Roblox, you know, and I play that without the stress of thinking, oh, I need to do an upload or something. So I think that's why I'm going to be back and here to stay, pretty much.
How does the future for your MattM8trix, your channel, and just you look like? Like, you got any cool plans, any cool ideas that you don't mind sharing?
Of course. So the thing that I'm currently working on now, which I haven't really made obvious to my YouTube yet, is I'm working on my own park.
Ooh.
So I'm making a park. Of course, that extreme spinning coaster that I told you about earlier, that's in the park. Got another ride there that's almost finished. Which is I've forgotten the name of it, but it's like a Vekoma ride. But everything else in that part's going to be as full as I can, really. I want to do really detailed roller coasters from my pure imagination. It's got to the point now where usually, like, during the evenings and stuff, I'm doing...
Willy Wonka quote.
Oh!
I know it's not... I'm sorry. I know it's not, but you just said pure imagination.
World of your imagination. Yeah, so I want to try and do that park, and then once I finish that park, I want to do one video idea that I do have is I want to do like cinematics of the entire park, pretty much.
Ooh,
so
yeah, that'll be nice.
Little bit of music on in the background where I don't focus on just one ride, which I've done for all of my other parks. I build a ride, showcase that ride, publish it, move on. I want to do everything first. And then I'll do the videos and stuff, like the whole park, scenery. I'll do what I usually do and focus on one ride in per video. But then I want like 1 or 2 videos where it focuses on the park as a whole.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
So I've thought this through, but of course it's going to be quite some time until I can actually do it. I'd probably say about 4, maybe 5 months.
Do you think these will be videos or like live streams?
It will 100% be videos. It will 100% be videos.
Alright.
And then it's got to the point now where if I'm not doing anything, I'm there scrolling through Instagram looking at reels for any roller coasters because I'm desperate. I am very desperate to do a recreation again. But as I said, I need to pick the right roller coaster.
I'm just saying, Scorpion Express.
Tempted me with that one there, buddy. Tempted me with that one there. But I know I do really want to do a recreation. Whether I do Hyperia or something. Because I know people have built Hyperia based on the layout, but of course no one can actually do it off of like the theming, accurate queue lines and stuff. So it is something that I'm considering about doing once I actually enable to get to Hyperia, because that scenery is more like icon. It's not like theme of things that's in place. The ride scenery is a ride itself, if you know what I mean. So you don't have to have any massive theming structures and stuff. It's more like I don't know how to word it. I've seen quite a few people word it in a way, but I've just forgotten. But I do want to do a recreation. But yeah, there's lots of exciting plans for the channel. Lots of exciting plans for the channel that I want to do. And one thing that I do want to keep on doing, one thing that's not going to change about my channel is I want to still be as interactive. So people on my streams, they always say to me, like, Matt, you're really interactive. It's like one of those things where that's probably, when it comes to YouTube, and that's probably my unique selling point. I'm always talk to everyone.
Yeah, that is, for me, I was very new to the community, so when I first started to get bigger and bigger in the community, I had no idea anybody really existed in the community. I didn't even watch Malibu Time, and nobody like Vim and Delicious, like this was years ago. I didn't know anyone, literally. I just made Theme Park Tycoon 2 videos, and it started getting attention. But when I started to like actually delve into the community more and start seeing that, I found you, and something that hooked me was your interactions. It was amazing, and it's just so cool hanging out in your streams.
Yes, I always read I have a couple of rules when it comes to if I interact with someone or not. My basic rule is interact with everyone, read everyone's messages unless they're either begging or nagging and stuff over and over again. I just ignore them. If it's inappropriate and stuff, I don't read that out. And if someone's swearing, I'll probably read out the message. I'll just take out the swear word because I used to swear on my streams, but I don't really do it anymore because I know some of the audience that I will have, especially people who know my family, know me personally and stuff. I'm very careful about that now.
Thank you so much for just hopping on to the podcast with me. This is officially back. If you guys do want to check out MattM8trix's YouTube channel, the link will be right up here in the iCard in the corner, as well as in the link in the description. Thank you all so much for joining me, and once again thank you so much to MattM8trix to joining me on this.
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
All right, so that's gonna be it. I don't really have a sign off thing. I'm just gonna say bye.